Hey, my name's Jonathan Potoshnik, and I understand you are looking for information on how to start a lawn care business. So, I wanted to share a couple quick things with you. I'm the one that has put together the package and I wrote the guide, and I want to tell you why I might be a little different than a lot of the other information that you're going to come across, and why I think I bring a different perspective to it. So, I'm in the lawn and landscape business. I've been in it now for quite a few years. I run a multi-million dollar company. We are in commercial and residential. We're pretty diversified. We serve high end as well as some medium end properties. I deal with all kinds of stuff. I've dealt with all kinds of experiences. We have a lot of employees, but I really pride ourselves on our sales and marketing, especially our marketing. We've built a team of pretty incredible people. But more than that, I've also come out of a number of different service industries and completely other service industries that I was involved in ownership in those companies as well. On top of that, I own a company called Service Autopilot. I co-founded it with a business partner. We build software that runs lawn and landscape companies, and we build the software that does all the marketing, the scheduling, the invoicing, the billing. I have an incredibly unique perspective on what it takes to build a lawn and landscape business. I'm not just about, hey, here's how you do some scheduling and here's the equipment you buy. I get all that. I'm not just that. I'm about all that stuff plus how do you market it? 95% of companies fail because they don't know how to market their businesses. Most guys hate selling. They hate pounding the pavement and knocking on doors. I agree, it's horrible. So why not build a marketing system that drives all the clients to you, all the prospects to you, so that you answer the phones and you sell them, so that you bring people to you that are already ready to buy, so that you just have to close the deal. How do you price? How do you estimate? How do you do all that? We figured it out. I've been in business for quite some time now. We know how to price. We know what really goes into it. You can't just eyeball everything. Sure, you can eyeball some stuff, but how do you really price it? How do you write bids? What are the best times of year to price? How do you price commercial versus residential? What if you're bidding that big apartment complex for the very first time, or that big commercial property? You have no idea how to do it. I know how to do it. We had to do it the first time too when we were scared out of our minds and we weren't sure how in the world are we going to bid this property and not get slaughtered if we underbid it. I can tell you exactly how to do that. I can tell you what it takes to run your company and automate it, to put a system to it. I can tell you why, if you don't get out of the business of doing all the labor and all the work yourself, that you're going to be miserable 5 years from now. I can address all of that stuff. So I have a very unique perspective. I'd love to share it with you for hardly any money. You can get my perspective. If you don't like it, send it back. I'll give you every dollar back. But what I'd recommend is, if you're evaluating the industry, I would buy what I've got. I would go buy what several other guys got that look like they're really doing the business. I wouldn't buy anything from anybody that isn't running a real company. If they're running $100,000 a year business, who cares? What you want is, you want the guy that was running the $50,000 business all the way up to the guy that's running a $3 million business, because that guy had to go through all kinds of pain and all kinds of experiences, and he's been there and done it. You want the guy to show you the roadmap from when you're little bitty to when you get big. That's what you want. So go find some other guys that have done it as well, that are doing it right now, that are still in the business living it. Buy some of their stuff. Go get on the list. All the trade journals are free. Go get all the free trade journals right now. Start with Lawn and Landscape. Go do a Google search. Find all the industry trade journals. Subscribe to all of them. They're free. Just start reading everything you can. Go buy a book by Dan Kennedy. Start buying some marketing stuff. Learn how to market. Start getting familiar with finance. So I'm giving you a whole lot. I'd recommend you at least start here. But if you really are dedicated and you really want to turn this into something, and you don't want to work for the man, and you don't want to be frustrated, and you want to, really build a life that's kind of fun and cool and exciting, then you're willing probably to do some of the extra stuff, and that is buy this. Go find some other guys that are doing it, get their stuff, start subscribing some marketing newsletters, buy some marketing books on Amazon for less than $10 each. Learn what a P&L is, learn a few things about accounting, take a look at software, some of the software systems in the industry, search on lawn service software or free lawn software, do a few searches, find out what's out there for you. Of course, we've got software. That's going to get you started. This is going to make you an expert, so that when you go into business, you're not one of the 95% of guys that fail. You're one of the 5% that knows the differences and the tricks you've got to do to ensure that you're not going to make a mistake and you're not going to end up walking away from a business, getting a job, left with a ton of debt that your family has to pay off. It's not really that hard. Everybody needs our service. There's grass everywhere, trees everywhere, irrigation everywhere. Everybody needs us. All you got to do is know the few little tricks that'll keep you from failing, how to go sell and market, how to price and estimate, what equipment to buy, how to run it. I answer all that stuff. Once you know those tricks, you'll make it in business and you'll really create something that's pretty cool. So take a look at it. If you don't like it, send it back. No, I didn't do this to get rich. So I did this to basically to try to earn your trust so that hopefully down the road you will look to us when you want marketing advice or when you want a system to run your company, a software system. That's why I really did this. So this isn't making me rich. It's just honest advice from my life experience. If it doesn't answer your questions, if it's not the real deal, send it back. We'll give you your money back. We won't even ask a question. You've got a year. So just try it out. If you start the business, try some of my stuff and it wasn't real, I didn't know what I was talking about, you got a year to send it back. So give it a shot. If you got any questions, shoot us an email. Let us know how we can help you. Thank you.